Okay, so let me get this straight. Scream Factory just put out the Night of the Demons trilogy. Now, the first one only gets a 4K, and parts 2 and 3 only get a Blu ray release. Well, eat a bowl of fuck. Hey there, boys and ghouls. It's your friend Taryn Tats, and I'm back with another video. And today we are talking about. I'm sorry it took me a few days to get this out, but we are talking about three movies here. And yeah, I got these in, and I wanted to talk about them. We got the Night of the Demons trilogy, courtesy of Scream Factory. And before we get started, I just wanted to take a quick second and say, rest in peace to Zoe Trilling, who is in Night of the Demons 2. 57 years old, gone way too soon. Unfortunately, she didn't, you know, a good actress, beautiful, talented. You would remember her from other movies, not just Night of the Demons 2. She was in one of her most well-known performances was in Tobe Hooper's movie Night Terrors. She was also in movies like Amityville, The Evil Escapes. And, just like I said, 57 years old, that's way too young, gone way too soon. And I just really do. Rest in peace, Zoe. And so anyway, yeah, just I got these in, and I do find that I admit I do kind of find that interesting that the first movie is released only on 4K, and then 2 and 3 only get a Blu-ray release. I did hear the rumors and stuff that they talked about that apparently the elements would not work for a 4K release. Now, I got to be honest. I mean, maybe that's true, but I don't know how much I buy that because I remember like back in the day, back in the early days of like Blu-ray, they started talking about like, oh, could we? I remember like Andy Griffith's show was, like a good example of this. They were talking about like some of these older movies and some of these older TV shows, like, oh, can we get this movie out on Blu-ray? Can we get this old TV show out on Blu-ray and stuff like that? And then at the time they gave the same excuse. Oh, can't do that. Not as easy as you think, because just the elements aren't there, and what is there isn't going to work for, a high definition transfer and so on. So yeah, a lot of these old shows you're never going to get on Blu-ray. Just would never work. Now I believe you can get Andy Griffith's show on Blu-ray, like some of the old like the old Looney Tunes cartoons and stuff like that. Now, Warner Archives is putting out collections of those out on Blu-ray. So I'm not entirely sure how much I should buy the whole. Uh, you know, I don't know how much I should buy the whole. Oh, can't do that. But anyway, so we did get these, and honestly, to be truthfully honest with you, here we go. I got the stack. I know I am way, way, way. Oh, wow. Okay. Sorry. I know I am way, way, way late on this video. I know a lot of people will beat me to it, but like I said, just kind of going through a lot of these. And yeah, and I admit, at first, when I realized that, the first one was going to get a 4K, but 2 and 3 were not. I admit, I was thinking to myself, I may not even bother buying the first one on 4K. I mean, obviously I did. But at first I thought I wasn't going to bother with it because, truth be told, I was like, well, you know, why not just, keep the, I already have the DVD Blu-ray combo of the first movie, that Scream Factory put out a while back. But I was like, well, why not just keep them uniform? So, just have all three of them on Blu-ray. But you know what? I got this, and honestly, I'm not really that upset that I got it because surprisingly enough, this movie really does look good on 4K. But I'm gonna have to say I have a love-hate relationship with this one. I'll get to it in just a minute. But first of all, let's see. The main reason I wanted to jump on this though was because new bonus features. So let's just look at, real quick at what we got. Okay, and not to mention too, it is the uncut version, so that's always a bonus. You guys know how I am. Okay, disc one, 4K uncut version, new 4K scan of the uncut camera negative in Dolby Vision. Audio commentary with director Kevin S. Tenney, executive producer Walter Jostin, and producer Jeff Jeffrey. Audio commentary with Kevin S. Tenney and special makeup effects creator Steve Johnson and actors Kathy Potwell, Billy Gallo, and Hal Havens. I'm actually kind of surprised, because I believe at the time, I don't know if they still are, but I believe at the time, was it Steve Johnson and Linnea Quigley were married, so I'm kind of surprised she wasn't on the commentary as well. So disc 2, Blu-ray uncut version, you get the 4K scan of the uncut camera negative. New See You in Hell interview with writer-producer Joe Augustin. I hope I'm saying that right. New Coffee and Contortions interview with actor Jill Tereshita. I think that's right. New The Halloween Party work print. New The Halloween Party alternate title card. Audio commentary. Both of the audio commentaries I just mentioned. Let's see. You're Invited. The Making of Night of the Demons. Interview with actor Amelia Kincaid. Allison Barron's Demon Memories. Theatrical trailer. TV spots. Video trailer. Promo reel. And still galleries. So here we go. And, nice slipcover. I want to say, I think if you get the one off of their website, you get like alternate slipcovers, I think. But anyway, so there we go. Pretty much the same thing. Sadly, no reversible cover art. So, as you can see. Okay. And, I admit I am kind of rushing through these a little bit because everybody's already shown these off. And we got the Blu-ray over here with Angela, so come on. There we go. Got your Blu-ray there, got your 4K there. So, yeah, at the beginning of the video when I said what I said, yeah, this guy, if you've seen the movie, you know the reference, you get it. So, anyway, yeah. Now, got the, you got HDR, you got Dolby Vision, Master Audio, DTS HD 5.1. I will say, honestly, the sound on this was better than I expected. It's, of course, obviously, if you got a great, sound system and stuff, yeah, but even just to watch on your regular speaker and stuff like that, I was kind of like, wow. Especially the music and some of the sound effects definitely come in pretty clear. So, I will credit Scream Factory. They did a really good job with this, and honestly, it is worth the upgrade in a lot of respects. One thing I will say, though, the picture on this is amazing. They did an amazing job. My God, the transfer on this, you would not believe. This is easily the best this movie has ever looked. I was shocked. I expected, I figured Scream Factory was going to do a good job. It's just like, this is a movie, I guess maybe just going into it, I thought it would look okay in 4K, but I didn't think it was going to look this good. Holy hell, this looks great. And but there is a downside to that though. This is the problem is when you get like a 4K movie and 4K restoration and stuff. A big problem comes with like a movie that is very heavy in practical effects, as this movie is. And here's the problem: this movie does there are a lot of shots of matte paintings. There are a lot of shots of miniatures. There are scenes where, it looks pretty obvious that it looks like they, what's supposed to be like an outside, like especially like the scene along the brick wall and stuff. It looks very much more like it doesn't look really organic. It doesn't look like they're shooting outside along a brick wall. It looks more like they're, shooting something like on a studio, on a sound stage. You know what I mean? It looks, it just kind of has that like soundstage look to it, And, the effects, while, they did some really good effects on this movie and, got some really, interesting, ones, especially the Linnea Quigley lipstick scene. I'm not going to go into too much detail about that. You guys already know. But, the problem is like when watching it in the 4K, it's like the problem is like the camera on her chest appliance, after a while, it's like when you keep looking at it, it starts to take on, it stops looking less like human skin, and it almost starts to have almost like a waxy, almost kind of a gelatin look. Obviously, there's no way they could have done that, but it's just the problem is in a situation like that, the camera lingers on it way too long. And this is a movie that, honestly is like I said, the transfer is amazing, but this kind of really works better if you're watching it more on like a VHS or maybe a DVD. Something not something with such high picture resolution on it. Um, Another, like I said too, some of the matte paintings that they use are very, very obvious looking, and some of the what else? Some of the creature effects and everything else. I mean, while they're good, some of them do kind of look like just people wearing rubber masks and stuff like that. So, unfortunately, that is a downside. Is with the 4K transfers, it does make the practical effects look a bit obvious in certain scenes and certain shots and things like this. Um, but of course, we'll tell you, it's like, yeah, in case if you're wondering, Linnea Quigley and Amelia Kincaid do look really good in 4K. I will say that. So you got that going for you. But just like I said, yeah, just I mean, I could understand in a situation like this. I mean, mainly I wanted it for the new bonus features, and I was just, it was just kind of a nice surprise too that it ended up looking as good as it did on 4K and stuff. But I could understand, because 2 and 3 came out on Blu-ray. If you're not really big on if you're not really big on the bonus features, and you're just kind of like, well, I'll just, since 2 and 3 are only getting Blu-ray, I'll just, I'll get those and I'll just keep my Blu-ray of the first one. That's up to you, but just yeah, because that's what I was gonna do. But honestly, it is worth it. They really put the work into this, and honestly, they did a great job on this. And it's kind of almost one of those deals. You almost like, it's like it shouldn't seem that this movie should look so amazing and sound so great on 4K, but it actually really does. And it's like, honestly, $30 well spent. So but anyway, so we got that one. Now we're going to talk about Night of the Demons 2. Yeah, surprisingly, I think these are the first Scream Factory collector's editions to get slipcovers in a while. So we got this one here. I did have the olive Blu-ray, but since this one comes with way more bonus features, I went ahead and sold that off so I could pick this bad boy up. And Angela's throwing another party, trick or treat, sucker. This movie's actually a lot of fun. It's like these movies are, that's the thing about the Night of the Demons trilogy. These movies are just meant to be, they're meant to be gruesome, they're meant to be fun, they're meant to be, effects show, practical effects showpieces and stuff like that. And almost like, something in the vein of like Evil Dead, so anyway, so there's the back. So, and look at all these bonus features. Audio commentary with cast members Christy Harris, Jennifer Rhodes, Johnny Moran, and Darren Heems. New A Tale of Two Demons, directors Kevin S. Tenney and Brian Trenchard Smith discuss their entries in the Demon Trilogy. New Trick or Treat Sucker, interview with actor Amelia Kincaid. New Red Curls and Screams, interview with actor Christy Harris. New A Sequel with Guts, interview with producer Jeff Jeffrey. New Dailies of the Demon, an hour of dailies from the set. New Night of the Demons 2 work print with alternate scenes, extended scenes, and deleted scenes. New behind the scenes photo gallery from makeup effects artist Steve Johnson's archive. So yeah, this is a pretty nice one you get here. Of course, same thing. Inside though, it's like there's your Blu-ray disc, and wow, they did a good job on this. I will say, I think in so many ways, even picture, sound quality, and all that stuff, this is an improvement over the olive Blu-ray, I feel. And then you got the Nun. I think people will probably like nuns a lot more if you stop making them like the nun from the Conjuring movie and, make them more like the nun in this. It's like, yeah, she's a nun, but, you gotta admit, she kicks ass, so. Anyway, so, yeah, definitely an improvement and very well worth the money on this one, so happy about this one. And this is the one thing that really, really got me excited because, man, I was like, this one, I didn't have a copy of it. I mean, this seemed like it was lost in VHS obscurity for the longest time, and then we finally got the Blu-ray. Angela is up to her old tricks again. We got the Night of the Demons 3. It's like, that was bugging me for a long time, It's like, man, it would be great if we could get the third one so we can complete the trilogy. And I do have the remake on DVD. Unfortunately, I screwed up. I should have jumped on the Blu-ray on that one when I had the chance. And the remake's actually not that bad. But yeah, I'm kind of actually hoping maybe somewhere down the line, maybe somebody will pick that up and we'll get like a new restored Blu-ray of that one. So add it to the collection. That'd be kind of nice. But here's the back. And let's see. Here we go, our bonus features. We got audio commentary with director Jimmy Kaufman, narrated by film historian Greg Van Ebler, sorry. Audio commentary with writer Kevin S. Tenney and special effects artist Roy Kinrim. I hope I said that right. New Third Time's a Charm interview with Jimmy Kaufman. New One Hell of a Writer interview with interview with Kevin S. Tenney. New Going Up North interview with producer Jeff Jeffrey. New Angela's Up to Her Old Tricks interview with actor Amelia Kincaid. Alternate director's cut, completely different version of the film with extended cut scenes in standard definition, and much more. So, wow. And there we go. Yeah. So, now of course, same thing. But it is really nice to finally have this all on there. So, and especially have this one. Like I said, just, for the longest time, didn't really have it on any format. So I think there was a VHS back in the day, but yeah, not the most impressive inside artwork. Hopefully you can see that, but I'm gonna take that out real quick. There you go. So you can kind of see that a little bit better. But anyway, though, yeah, overall, I am really, really happy to finally have all three movies of the Night of the Demons trilogy. Just, I just have a feeling that even though they say, yeah, the elements can't really work to do 2 and 3 on a 4K, I think time will tell. I kind of think time will tell. Time will tell that, at some point we're going to get these two. Either Scream Factory will turn around and break down and do a 4K of those, or somebody else might pick up the rights to these, another boutique company with, something to prove at some point, and they'll pick up the rights to these and they'll do the 4K transfers. But I just kind of got the feeling, I don't think we've heard the last of these yet. But honestly, though, the 4K of the first Night of the Demons, it's really worth it. It honestly is. And like I said, even though it's like some of the practical effects suffer, under the harsh, 4K transfer and all that stuff. But overall, wow. I mean, especially when you look at like the setting, the mortuary setting and all that kind of stuff. It's like the set design really comes through. So much detail. Like, wow. I mean, Scream Factory did not phone it in on this. They really put the work into this. And honestly, oh yeah. I mean, if you love this movie and everything, especially like get it for the 4K scan, get it for the new bonus features. It really is worth it. So, like I said, $30, well spent. So that's it. If anybody took the time to watch this, I thank you for doing it. And I appreciate you for doing it. I do apologize for getting it out so late. It's just, like trying to look at these, and all three movies look great. They sound great. Just wow. So yeah, I'm happy to finally have all of them. And, please come back. And there's going to be more videos to come. And as the months go on, oh my God. Yeah, I think you would have a heart attack if you see my list of stuff I got coming from October to December. Like, yikes. And even already heading into January, for crying out loud. We already got Cutting Class coming to 4K and stuff like that. So there's definitely going to be more. So that's it. So take care of my boils and ghouls. And over 400 subscribers now. And honestly, you guys are all so dear to my heart. And I can't thank all of you enough. I need to start getting prizes for you guys. So I'm not joking. I need to do that. So that's it, everybody. Take care. Have a good night, and I'll see you later.